Welcome.
Thank you.
What would you say this role of Melinda Wilson in Love and Mercy allowed you to do in a film that maybe you hadn't been able to do before?
Oh, wow. Well, I love falling in love. I've only fallen in love in a movie maybe one other time. It was in Zack and Miri Make a Porno. So falling in love, I grew up on films where the lead woman falls in love. That's like a pretty obvious trope of films. Mm-hmm. And it's not something I've actually done very often. So really deeply and in an adult way, falling in love with someone was pretty special.
I've had the opportunity to talk to you several times, and what I love about you is that you're a big personality. And I think a lot of the roles that you've taken on, whether it's 30 Rock or Pitch Perfect or Effie Trinket in The Hunger Games, they've really played to that side of you. Melinda has a much more quiet strength. Was that something that was appealing to you?
Yeah, absolutely. Although, when I read the script, she's very strong, which I love about her. She's clearly strong and motivated, and she's kind of just a great broad. And then I met the actual broad, and she is fierce as can be and a real advocate for Brian. And, they're married and still in love, and they have a beautiful home and 5 kids and 10 dogs, and he tours and still does his music and sits at his piano every day. I mean, they have a big, beautiful life. They won. And this film is about how they did that, how they won, how they found each other. And I think I just love that that's the message of the movie, I don't know. I lost my train of thought.
Well, I don't think you did at all. That was a very coherent thought in my mind. When you were reading the script and talking to Melinda and Brian, as a viewer of Love and Mercy, you're so shocked by all of the ways that Eugene Landy exerted control over Brian Wilson. There's one scene where you guys are on a date at a rock concert, and you're talking about how much you love the song, and Paul Giamatti as Eugene Landy says, "What did you say to him? What did you say to him?" And he had all this control over him, and he was such a busybody in the most horrible way in his life. When you were researching this, what shocked you the most about the control that Landy exerted over Brian Wilson?
Well, first of all, it was much worse than what we presented in the film.
Really? Yeah.
And it lasted for nearly 6 years. And, it's dark and sad, and and shocking. It's shocking how much he got away with, and that Brian, who is mentally ill, but was so badly misdiagnosed by Eugene, who was a total quack and a fraud. It's like he was almost a prisoner in his own life. It was very shocking. The drugs that were used and all of it. Gloria in this film, Love and Mercy, in the clip you saw her for a moment, this woman, Gloria, was his housekeeper, and she helped my character, Melinda, save Brian's life, and she still is with them to this day.
That's amazing.